No.
Yeah.
Emotional, damn it.
Welcome, friends.
Hello, hello. Welcome
Set
to
for life. You're in South Dakota. Why did I not know you were in South Dakota? That's pretty cool. I like South Dakota. It's a beautiful state. How did I not know that? I don't know. You talk to somebody on the internet for like years, and then like one day they say something, and you're like, really? Like something you should have known a long time.
Sure about that?
Exactly. I think he's lying. He's not really from South Dakota. He's full of shit.
I have no plan. I was on the phone with tech support getting admin access on my new computer for work, so I can actually use the computer and it's not just a brick.
Who cares, man? Some of the best live chats I've ever had in 15 years on YouTube were when I had absolutely nothing planned to talk about.
That's
So
this
just
chat.
Just wing it. Let's let it fly. Who cares? I mean, I saw a couple of news stories and stuff that were pretty good. Just toy release stuff coming out that's pretty cool, but nothing crazy. I mean, let's talk to the audience for a little while. Although I think Sid for Life's the only
I
one
got something cool in.
talking, but
I just got solicited yesterday. The Blockies Wave 3 and 4,
Nice.
the Transformer ones. Man, Wave 2 looks good, but Wave 3 and 4 look even better. So,
This is a package that got sent to me from on the regulars on the channel, and I am looking forward to it. I got another good big package from my friend Don.
I bet you did.
He made some custom capes, and he picked up some stuff from Ollie's.
Oh, nice.
Because Ollie's is downstairs right now, and he made an awesome Count Nefario cape and wired cape.
yeah, I saw that video. It looked pretty good.
Yes, it is. This is what I was expecting.
Excuse me.
I got Lady J's.
Lady
No,
J's got a cape.
Cover Girls. I got a bunch of Cover Girls from
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
office.
Nice.
And this is what I was waiting on.
Death's Head. There we go. I'm glad because there was rumors that they were gonna not after SDCC they weren't gonna sell it in that original packaging. And I'm glad
This
they did.
one actually did come from SDC. He had a friend of his went to SDC.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Cool.
I wonder if the ones that got ordered from Hasbro Pulse are going to be in SDCC packaging.
Let's
I hope
find out.
so, man, because that's such a great packaging from those Marvel
Well, let's
superhero
find out.
cards. Oh, there we go. See,
I ordered from.
hopefully it will be because it's great packaging, dude. I love it. I don't save packaging ever, but that one I'm saving because I had I had Series 1, 2, and 3 of all those Marvel Comics cards, Marvel superheroes cards back in the early 90s. I collected them, and I don't even collect cards, but they were Marvel. So yeah, I collected them. But they were great. I love that package. They need to do more of that packaging.
All right, here's the from.
There we go. See? What they need to do is they need to go back to those cards because on those cards are some of the most iconic characters and looks for those characters and just start redoing those cards just like they did with Death's Head.
100%.
Because there's still characters that were in either Series 1, 2, or 3 that we haven't gotten a figure of yet. Not to mention the fact that some of there's some looks for certain characters, classic looks that we haven't gotten yet. Go to those cards, man.
Man, he looks great. The reuse they did on them totally makes sense. Using a few Colossus pieces, but a lot of it's brand new.
Yeah. Great paint job on that thing too.
Yep.
Looks
And
good.
looks like the packaging's exactly the same.
Nice. Well, hopefully they'll keep it. They should. Because that's going to make people want to buy more than one.
Yep.
Well, if they make it a thing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any difference in the packaging. The only way I can tell the difference is the one from Hasbro Pulse, the shield fell out of the slot. But yeah, man, this thing's gorgeous. I'm gonna keep the one he sent me in the box. I'm gonna open up the Hasbro one right now. But the Punisher and the dude with the way they should have done random went up for pre-order this week.
Yep.
It's just annoying the fact they'll never do another random, and they blew it. And they make this dude that nobody knows who he is hardly, Bushwhacker. And they gave him all the treatment that they should have gave random.
I read Punisher comics for a long time, and I don't remember Bushwhacker. I don't remember seeing him once. Is he maybe he's newer? I don't know, because I stopped reading early 90s, early to mid 90s. So maybe he's a newer character or something. I don't know. I didn't get anything this week. I ordered some stuff this week, but I didn't get it. I haven't gotten anything this week.
Well,
you know what I did? You know what I passed on this week? I passed on that new DC Direct Batmobile. Found it at Target. And I was gonna get it. I had it in the cart. And even my wife was like, get it. You want it? Just get it. It's fine. I ended up putting it back. I looked at it. I was like, it's really cool. I have no room for it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's going to take up an entire shelf.
The reissue of the animated series one?
Yeah, the DC Direct. Yeah. It's great looking. Nice. But I was just like, I'm going to spend $80 on this thing, and then what? What am I going to do with it? Where am I going to put him? This is all my DC stuff right here.
To be fair, Matt, I already spent $80 on a Batmobile myself, but that was the McFarlane Michael Keaton 2-pack, 89 Batmobile.
I've got 3 Batmobiles on my shelf. I had 4, but I gave Quinn one. Mm-hmm. I gave Quinn my 89 Batmobile. So he's got that one at his store because he couldn't get a hold of it. So I gave him mine because I was like, I didn't have room for it, and I knew he'd like it. So
I want one.
Oh, nice.
Nice, Quinn.
He's very nice. Very good.
Want some man. People lost their minds when they couldn't get that.
Want some man.
3 other Batmobiles.
But look what I did. Oh. There you go. It made him better. Mm-hmm. Take that, Hasbro.
He's Cobra Commander when he gets turned back into a humanoid in the Beak series or Dick series.
You know what's funny? Me and my wife just watched that movie last night. It's the first time she's ever watched it. She never watched it. And we were talking, I don't remember what we were talking about. We were talking about something. And I was like, we were talking about like movies and stuff like that and movie intros. And I was like, man, like one of my all-time favorite movie intros ever across the board in any movie is the G.I. Joe movie opening movie intro. And my wife's like, which one? The one with The Rock or the one with Channing Tatum in it? And I was like, no. The original G.I. Joe movie from 1987. And I was like, have you ever seen that? She's like, I don't think so. She's like, I mean, I used to watch G.I. Joe when I was a little kid on TV. She's like, but I don't think I ever saw the movie. And I was like, okay, we're going to go home and watch this. So we sat and watched the whole thing. She loved it. She thought it was great. I was going to show her the intro. I showed her the intro, and then I paused it, and I was like, see, and we were talking about stuff, and she's like, are we going to watch the movie, or were you just showing me the intro? I was like, well, do you want to watch the movie? She's like, yeah, let's watch the movie. It's like, okay. Because my wife's got this thing where I have to force her to watch cartoons. Like, it's not the content, it's the presentation. She has this thing in her brain where if it's a cartoon, she finds it very hard to get into it and take it seriously, no matter how good the cartoon is. And it's been difficult.
Matt, we should get your wife and my wife together because I had my wife do the same thing. We watched the Venom G.I. Joe movie, and I asked her, do you want to continue watching? She said, sure. She don't watch many cartoons. She's the same.
Yeah, my wife is like, she's like, it's real hard. She's like, because we've had this conversation before. I'm like, she's like, it's real hard for me because growing up, like cartoons were for kids, and so by the time I was like 18, I kind of just stopped watching cartoons, and so she has like this switch in her brain that when she sees something's a cartoon, she just kind of stops paying attention to it.
That's
And
how.
so I can't get her to watch a lot of cartoons.
Yeah, that's how my wife is. The only cartoon she'll ever watch these days, my wife will, is The Simpsons. That's it.
The only one I've in a while anyway that I've successfully got my wife to watch. Well, there was two. Rick and Morty. She loves Rick and Morty.
Ooh.
And then I finally, once it was all out, we sat down and watched. I rewatched it because I had already watched it week to week, but we rewatched X-Men '97 together on like a Saturday.
Nice.
She
Very good.
loved it. She loved it because she watched the original cartoon when she was younger. So, yeah, those are like the only two cartoons in years I've been able to get her to watch up until last night with the G.I. Joe movie. So
I'll show off.
it was great. I love that. I watch that movie at least once a year. At least once a year. Sometimes I've got the intro saved in my YouTube favorites. Sometimes I just like to put that like 4-minute intro into the movie just to get pumped up for the day. You know what I mean?
Yep. So I got 3 things this week is all I got. One of them was a birthday present from my wife. So I got this the other day at Ollie's.
Got him with a cloud cape now.
And it's for a 2-pack.
Oh, nice.
Ed would whoop He-Man's ass.
Yep. This is what the wife got me.
Nice.
At least depending on which version of Death's Head. The Transformers version of Death's Head would whoop He-Man's ass.
This is Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099. This was the birthday present my wife got me.
Nice. That's a
You know,
really
there's a
good.
new
I
one.
like that figure a lot.
There's a new
lot
one
of
coming
people
out.
a lot of people gave that whole wave a bunch of shit because it's the animated style and all this, but that looks cool. I liked it. I thought it was really good. I didn't like every figure. Like I didn't like what's her face? I can't remember her name now. Who was she playing? One of the Spider Women. Because I wasn't looking for a chubby pregnant action figure. Sorry, no offense.
Jessica Drew.
Jessica Drew. Thank you. It's like that's not my version of Jessica
figure.
Drew.
You can still find it hanging on the pegs at stores.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, why would you make that an action figure? Like, I get she was a good character in the movie. I don't need a chubby pregnant action figure.
The only problem is no kid wants to play with a pregnant
No,
character. I mean,
it's again
just,
in the movie. She was
they were
great.
thinking.
I liked her character in the movie, but I don't want that as an action figure.
if they would have made her just overweight or chubby instead of pregnant, it would have gone over better, I bet.
Yes. And this I found just yesterday at my local Walmart. It was on the top shelf in the toy section.
Is there another Kang?
Nope.
Krang? I'm sorry, Krang. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'd love to get a hold of
nice.
one of those if I could find one somewhere. Thanks
Did
for
you have
calling
any
me
more there?
They had them. Appreciate that.
This was the only one. It was sitting on the top shelf.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm serious. No, me and the wife, we were looking through the toy section. I'm looking at all the McFarlane stuff because Mike just put out the Adam West Batman figures and stuff. And I look on the top shelf and I'm like, wait a minute, I see something in red. And then I see this. I'm like, I got to pick this up. So I got it. And I didn't get the original 3-pack when it came out. So I got this. That's all I got this week.
Yeah, they should use the old cartoon Spider Woman.
Mm-hmm.
The old
Yeah.
Spider Woman where she fights Wookiees.
They should have gone with the old classic Spider Woman. I mean, I would have preferred that, the red and yellow.
Oh yeah. Do y'all know about the
Oh,
old
anyway, it was the
cartoon,
character
Spider
was
Woman
fine
cartoon
for the
where she fought a bunch of Wookiees?
I've got that series. I mean, let's face it, for Spider Woman, they gave her some very not even B class villains to fight, more like D class. You know, they could have done a little bit better. Hell, even Spider-Man that guest starred on the show. I mean, they drew him not the best, but I did like the cartoon back in the day.
Oh, JB, you'll be proud of me.
Okay.
You'll be proud of me, but I'm disappointed in myself. I have great shame in this.
Oh, no.
Great shame. Like I feel dirty. You know what I mean? You know how when you feel dirty?
Yeah.
Like just,
Hey,
and I'm not talking
Hey,
about
you-
just like physically dirty. I mean like your soul is dirty.
Mm.
But I ordered a couple of McFarlane figures from GameStop that will hopefully be here on Monday.
Well, that must be what's wrong with your
That's a bad wave,
connection.
isn't
It
it?
looks like you're calling in from
Is that what it is? It's see, look, it's ruining everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I'll turn my camera off. I don't care. How's that? That better? There we go. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I'm uploading and editing videos on my computer as we're going live.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
it is.
So
That's what it is. I forgot about that.
I thought my end was glitchy. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not my end.
No, I bet that's what it is. It's because I'm doing too much stuff on my computer all at once while going live.
You ordered that manga, didn't you?
The what?
You ordered the manga Batman, didn't you?
I did. I ordered manga Batman and one other figure.
It's a great. That Batman's a good figure. I hope.
I
they-
know it is. We talked about it when they first released it, and it looked so freaking cool. Even though it's McFarlane, I was like, I really want that one. So GameStop had it. They also had something else that nobody else had in stock that I wanted to get only because I want to kind of kit bash it. But
Mhm.
I got Cyborg Superman.
Oh, sweet.
Game-
Plat-
Had them in stock for $22, so I picked one of those up too. I don't really. I mean, I
I
don't.
saw them in stock at Target a while back, and I picked one up.
I what I want to do is because there are aspects of the regular version that I like, and aspects of the platinum or gold label, whatever it is that I like. I'd like to get one of each and then kit bash them into what I actually want. The problem is that gold label one is going for $100 online right now, so that ain't gonna happen.
oh, the
I don't think
platinum,
I've even seen the gold label one.
the platinum cyborg Superman.
They're on eBay. If you want to pay $80 to $100 for it, you can get one. I'm not paying that much money for a freaking McFarlane figure.
Are you talking about the platinum cyborg Superman?
Yeah, because there's parts of the Platinum Cyborg Superman that I like, and there's parts
The
to
one
the
I have
standard
for $6.
Superman that I like.
I
So-
found one at my local Books a Million platinum figures. That's actually where I found like 2 cyborg Superman platinums at my local Books a Million.
Fuck
So
you.
you might.
You know what, JB? Fuck you for not calling me and letting me know.
I mean, if they're still there, I'm going there next week. So if I find them, I get them.
And we don't ever hear about it until like he's
they're
got,
gonna
got
be
home
gone
like a
by
week
then.
later.
They're probably already gone right now.
My local
Oh,
Books a
Lord.
Million. Nobody buys McFarlane's from there. Nobody does.
Well, you do. So
I
you can't
do.
say nobody does.
One of the few. No,
Mr.
I'll-
See, you just lied to us. Said nobody buys from there. And when you when you buy from there,
Do you want to know how bad their Books a Million, the McFarlane shelf is at Books a Million? They still have the Black Adam movie figures. That's how bad it is. They still have all the Black Adam movie figures on their shelf.
it's got electrolytes.
I like. I think both those figures are pretty cool. Like I like the head and the torso for the Platinum Edition better, but I like the arms. I like the arms from the regular version, and then I like some parts of the legs on the Platinum and some parts on the legs from the regular version. So I really wanted to get both of them to kit bash them into what I wanted to see, because I think there's cool aspects to both of them. And then I'll have just a really, really ugly one that I don't like left over with the extra pieces.
Jared could use something with those extra pieces. He can customize or kit bash. I don't know. Did any of y'all got
Hey,
those-
JB, what's this look like? JB,
Right.
what's this look like?
a
Have
crotch?
you ever seen this up close before?
A female with balls? I see it.
That's called a vagina.
Oh, sorry. He had an angle. It's for facing more up.
Yeah, he didn't notice how he didn't recognize a vagina.
Yep. It was a test and you failed.
Yep.
Okay.
You
Well, he likes all those half-naked men behind him. They're called wrestlers.
Well, anybody watch Robo's like a breakdown on the first wave
Monster Force?
Monster Force?
Yeah, I
I-
watched it when he went live on what, Wednesday or whatever it was. It's cool
Yeah, I-
figures, man. I like them a lot. They're still not in stock on anywhere, which upsets
Which ones?
me. Monster Force, Operation Monster Force.
Yeah. They're nice. They're nice. Not for me though, but they're nice. I mean, I think they fit in well with G.I. Joe Classified.
They do.
Yeah, they're definitely not for me.
They're supposed to be coming out. They should be shipping out sometime next month or October.
Yeah, but I want to know when they're going to actually go in stock, where you can just buy them instead of having to pre-order them.
I know. I've still got Dracula pre-order after all these months.
I got Dracula and I got I want Van Helsing mainly because I don't have to make a firearm, Ultraverse firearm, because it looks just like firearm, other than the tattoos on the forearm.
So you're buying the figure just to take it, just to tear it down, just break it down into a
No, I'm not going to tear it apart. I'm just going to put a jacket on it. That's it.
Okay. Just check.
I don't have to, that's why I'm just saying I don't have to do anything to it. It
Okay.
already looks like firearm.
Okay.
All he needs is a soft goods brown jacket, and it's done.
You should make him into the Hugh Jackman one. Like get a Wolverine head, sculpt the hair and everything. You can make one into Hugh
Well,
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's never been firearm. What am I going to do that for?
The two, because well, there's several of them, but I mean they're all cool looking. But the two I want the most are the Kilowog and the Donner. Those are the two I want the most. I think those are also going to be the two that are going to be worth the most money and going to have be the hardest to get a hold of.
I like that Egyptian one. What is it? The King of Time for God or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, basically like a new version.
The Moon Knight knockoff?
Version of the mummy type character.
I got the
There
Mummy
you go.
and Dracula both pre-ordered.
That's hearing the lore of it too, like what Robo was talking about, is like it makes more sense too. It's like, why are they vampires and stuff, and the Emperor that time forgot can control normal people, but he can't control vampires. So Van Helsing actually resurrects Dracula, and Dracula creates an army of vampires to fight against the minions of the other guy.
That works.
Let's see. What you doing?
What you doing?
Everybody
All
left
right.
the screen except me and Quinn.
Well, I'm
Anything
still
good?
here. I don't know what JB's doing.
I'm sitting still. I'm waiting.
Put stuff away.
Did you sell my biker mice, Quinn?
I haven't had a chance to get out to the post office, man. I'm sorry.
I was teasing you. So I was asking if you sold them.
I will try and make it a point sometime next week to go to the post office and get it taken care of for you.
Yeah, I was just teasing you a little bit. It's like, did you sell
Well,
them?
I have the box. It's at home. The same box you sent me stuff in is the same box I'm sending it to you back. So
And that's what that box has been in 3 places. The guy who sent me the snake eyes sent me in that box, I think.
mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was like, I need a box, and I'm like, you know what? When I get some stuff in, I'm just gonna save your box because it had your address on there too. So I mean, instead of me having to ask you for your address again, I was like, all right, I got it saved. So if I need to send some more stuff to you, I got it. So when the Transformers come in, I'll definitely I'll get them packed up and sent out to you as well.
Cool.
Well, there's a few things to look at if you guys want to look at some stuff.
Any
here.
of those biker mice with the sports jerseys?
No.
The basketball jerseys?
Don't
Want any of those?
Nah. The right
No?
one to find.
Guess what? Nobody wanted.
Yeah.
All Spike Edition Deathstroke.
Did it go clearance for like $5?
I saw that when I was pulling up the links a second ago. I was like,
Is that Iceman?
I'm not even going to bring
Is that
that up. Who wants that?
Looks like
Who
Iceman.
was asking for this? Who was asking for any of the Frostbite editions, except unless have they done a Mr. Freeze? Because that's really the only one you would want.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
Mr.
they-
Freeze is the only one would make sense.
And
Well, I
watch,
mean-
it'll be the only one they won't do.
I mean, if you get one that's Batman, it makes a cool like photography shot of Mr. Freeze freezing Batman, but that's about it.
You know what I would love to see them do? Speaking of all these special editions that McFarlane does, outside of a Frostbite edition Mr. Freeze, is a Patina edition. Remember the Patina edition Superman Unchained? So I've got him. It's actually a really cool figure. I would love to see that Patina edition done on steel. That would be the perfect steel figure, because if you look at that Patina edition, which I have him here somewhere,
You can put your camera back on, Matt.
I don't know where he's at. Where is he at? Hold on. I gotta get him off the shelf without knocking a bunch of crap down. If you were to do this, let me show this on camera. If you were to do this on a steel figure,
Ooh,
that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do a Patina edition steel, and that would be
Well, are you
great.
trying to make do something that makes sense?
Yeah, no, he's not gonna make sense. Why make sense with anything? My camera still sucks tonight. I don't know what the hell's going on. Just turn my camera off. Nobody cares. But yeah, that's what they need to do. But instead, we get this crap that nobody wanted, nobody asked for, nobody cares about.
I will say,
like a Deathstroke that looks like a statue.
I would.
Oh, there you go, JB.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't see why they put a cape on it, because he only had this on when he made his introduction to film. So it makes no sense to put a cape on him.
Well, the next one that's coming out is not going to have the cape, and he's got a mask, an unmasked head. So
yeah, that one's supposed to be more comic accurate, which would have made sense with this cape, but this one's more movie accurate. So, I mean, it looks like it's
essentially the same figure, just a little bit, just a new torso. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it's just glued in and 2 slots. I mean, I could probably take the cape out. But
Yeah, don't do that, because you're going to have that big gap in between his shoulder blades. You're better off just waiting for the new one to come out.
yeah. I mean, it's still a great figure. I just don't get the cape.
It's not a bad figure. I would have preferred the cape to just be pegged in with a peg hole, but
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah. So choices, you know.
Because it's all paint in the back. His entire back section is painted. So it's
Oh,
like,
no, I'm not denying it's a good figure. It's just the choice for the cape, the spiderweb cape, was just, they should have just pegged it in the back like they did with everything else that they make.
that would have made more sense.
Well, you know, I try to make sense on occasion.
Yeah. I mean, it is a good figure still, and I like it. And plus, this is my first ever Spider-Man 29.9 figure, so yay me. Anyway,
What
we're
I
coming
did on the gauntlets, on those, man, they're way too damn big, so I trimmed them down, and they look 1,000 times better.
You might have to send me a picture of that when what you're talking about with yours with the gauntlets. I might do that. Maybe.
I just trimmed them down to look more comic book accurate, and it, you know, less is more. So, I mean, they didn't need to be that damn long. You know, I understand it's for the cartoon movie or whatever, but yeah, it didn't need to be that long.
You think you can send me a picture of it later? Might try to copy it, probably.
Yeah, hold on.
Are we continuing the show, or are we just talking?
Wouldn't it?
All right, more bread and butter for JP here.
Oh, it
Ooh.
looks good. That looks good.
JP, look.
Yeah, it does. Looks 1,000 times. Whoop, there we go. Looks 1,000
does.
times better.
It looks so much
You know?
better. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't need something that's going to poke somebody in the damn eye, you know.
Yeah.
That is a nice looking motorcycle, though.
It is nice looking, but this doesn't. None of this appeals to me really. Like, I'm not crazy about Rebirth. I don't really know.
What if we put some like yellow stripes on it where it's Plastic Man in the skies?
No, I wouldn't buy it. The only vehicles I have is the Batmobile and also Baroness's motorcycle that came with the first release. Is all I've got.
I will say this is a slightly better looking Cyborg than that Build-A-Figure.
And it's more in scale too. It's not like a giant behemoth.
And I did say slightly. When is he going to get away from these stupid ball ankles?
Never.
No idea.
Win, God, win. Never gonna happen.
But it's cool. Bye, my fingers.
It's cool, man. It's cool.
Oh look, it's the color steel should have been.
Yes, it is. and he could have used some of those parts and made a more accurate Cyborg Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Really, for the Platinum Edition, he should have done a normal arm for the Platinum one, so it looks more like the 90s Cyborg Superman for the Hank Henshaw version. I've heard some people when they use that figure, they always give him the Justice League Cyborg arm or hand.
Does anybody care about this version?
Not me.
No.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Not at all. But that's it. That's,
It's really all for McFarlane today.
all for McFarlane there is. Now we do got Mafex is dropping some AOA.
Mm-hmm. Away.
Love that eye effect there, man. That looks cool.
That is great. It's like, why wouldn't we get an eye effect like that with Superman?
That's a good looking figure, man. I like that a lot. That's way better.
It's a lot better than the Hasbro one. It is on a bucket cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. Now the Wolverine one looks good. It looks like a good Mafex figure, but it's not really like, I don't know. I don't look at that and go, oh, I have to have that.
I think if you've got the brown suit and the tiger stripe, you're good with just one of those. But if you're like this version of Wolverine, people will buy it.
Oh, people are going to buy it. It's a great looking figure. I mean, it's definitely better than the Marvel Legends. But
Mm-hmm.
As nice as these look, though, but I'm not going to collect Mafex line of AOA figures. That would be an expensive collect for a subline of like as an alternate reality.
they are damn good looking, though.
Was that something wrong?
Something wrong. Yep, they're nice. I like them. This one looks cool. You seen this? The 112th Nightwing.
I did. That looks really good.
It looks awesome. It looks better than that Mafex one.
Yep.
A lot more accessories too.
Yeah.
We can say this about Mezco. When they make figures, they go out with the accessories department.
Yeah, they did a great job with that one.
Mm-hmm.
That may be the best looking Nightwing figure I've ever seen.
Yep. If you get it, you can actually put a Dark Beast on a regular display because he actually crossed over into the main universe, which makes no sense why they turned the regular Hank McCoy evil in the comics. It's like, why would you turn the regular Hank McCoy evil when you already have an evil Beast in the 616? It's because the writers forget. They don't give a shit about continuity, and they just write whatever they want. They don't know.
$95.
They don't know what's actually out there in their own like universe they get to write in. I'm just going to do a story where Beast, Hank McCoy, is evil.
Hey, did they kill him off?
It's hard to tell.
I think I heard. I mean, I haven't read it, but I read somewhere somebody was doing a review on one of the YouTube channels or whatever I watch, and I heard they killed Beast off. And after he went evil, they killed him off, and he's now replaced with another alternate universe version of Beast or something like that. I don't know. I can't keep up.
During the Croatian era, they killed the X-Men all the time and just resurrected them.
Oh yeah.
And that was just so stupid. It's like, what? Why? What's
Yeah, every time it wasn't it. Every time they walked through one of those things, it like
no, it was actually like they would actually have these 3 or 4 mutants that work together. They could actually resurrect dead mutants.
But wasn't there something about on Krakoa where
it only let mutants
portals
in.
that you went through like actually like cloned you? Didn't actually?
No, that wasn't it. It was just the portals only just kept out non-mutants. Only mutants could pass through them. Then the resurrection stuff was different.
Oh, well. Either way, it all sounded stupid.
But it took out all consequences from being the action of the characters. So if they can just be resurrected in time, what's the point of even caring?
I have that Mezco 112 Robin. I mean, it's nice, but the cape stained the black part of the cape stained the lower jaw of Robin. Yeah, that whatever material they use that bled into the figure's plastic. So I ended up removing that cape and putting just a regular black cloth cape on it. But that Nightwing, I have it on order. It looks really nice.
Mm-hmm. Working on a cool project for work, and we doing afterwards. It was like it's a letter. It's going to be going to the governor of the state.
All right, we got this one as well. Fallout 3.0, cloth goods, random soldier.
That's like 1/6 skill though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true 1/6 skill. 3.0, all 3.0 stuff is true 1/6 skill. So depending on what your collection looks like, if you collect a lot of import stuff anyway, then it's fine. If you are going to try and put this on a shelf with Marvel Legends or something, then it's
that's 12
not going to
inches.
look right at all.
That's a 12-inch tall figure.
Oh, this one? Oh, it's 1/6. Never mind. I don't care. I stopped caring. I thought this was 1/12 scale. Never
That's
mind.
what I was like. That's 1/6 skill. Isn't it?
I thought you meant true 6-inch. Never mind. I don't care. I don't care. Moving on. Oh, have you seen these? The Joy Toy?
Yeah. Well, they're interchangeable.
Joy Toy, the amount of detail they put into 4-inch figures is insane.
If these, I'm not even a turtle fan. If these things were like Marvel Legends scale, I'd be buying them in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they look nice, but they're too small for me.
I got you. You've seen.
Well, you say that a lot, don't you?
Well, this.
Yeah, it's referring to I'm too big. Yeah, I am too big.
This is a mainline transformer. This is a mainline transformer in my hand.
Yeah.
You know the one thing those are good for, especially on the stands. They're good to stand on your desk.
They're great figures. Like, I mean, Joy Toy, they did the same thing when they've made a handful of G.I. Joe figures and some other stuff. And just even if you're looking at some of the other stuff that they've done, I forget what's that Joy Toy, that line they've got of like the sci-fi soldiers and stuff. I can't remember what the name of it is. And then they do Warhammer 40K. And the level of detail they put on these freaking 4-inch figures is absolutely insane. They're gorgeous looking figures. They're expensive. They're not cheap. They're like $30 to $50 on average.
They're very expensive for what they are.
Are you referring to
Warhammer figures? Warhammer figures I see go up to $100 for a little.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. For $30-$40 for the detail of these, that's not bad. The Warhammers, those are $100 a piece.
Oh yeah.
They're this scale.
Beautiful figures, but damn, if these were $25 figures, I would totally buy them. Because I still have a healthy collection of 3 3/4 and 4-inch stuff. And if these were not as pricey, I would totally buy them. Although that reminds me, what is the price on these? Did they have it in here? $50 a piece. God, see, I can't do $50 a piece on these. I can't. I would like to. I would like to have these figures. I can't do $50 a piece for 4-inch scale figures.
speaking of
What-
4-inch scale figures, did you see
what do you think about the,
Toys Cobra Commander?
Okay, what was that?
For speaking of 4-inch figures, did you see the Hiya Toys Cobra Commander?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
I'm sorry, Quinn. Let me interrupt you. What was you going to say?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Here, I'll put it in the Cobra Commander in the private chat.
I was going to say, have you ever heard the more detail gets added to plastic, the more it costs?
Really? I never knew that.
No, never heard that in my life. I think you're
you're
making
the
that up.
superhero on the block, aren't you, JB?
I
I
think
believe
you're
you're
making that
called Captain Obvious.
Ooh, look at that. Why can't Hasbro do that?
Because
They
they're
can, they
cheap.
just don't want you.
They're cheap.
They're not cheap. They're just, you know,
That is gorgeous.
When
Like
I first saw
nice figure.
pictures, I thought that was the new retro card one coming out
what's the
for
price on that
Hasbro.
thing?
But
That
that's
is a
4-inch
perfect
figure.
updated Cobra Commander.
If anybody had a growing ray, you could make that 6 inches tall.
It looks
What- On that,
looks a
Jared?
lot like the new comic book version.
Uh-huh. That's a beautiful figure.
That's 4 inches tall.
And Hiya, let's see, what is Hiya's prices? They're around the same as Joy Toys. I'm
Unfortunately,
sure
it didn't have
it's
the
probably
price.
like a $50 figure.
Yeah, if it's high, it's got to be around $50.
Now the difference is, of course, this is G.I. Joe. So, like I could better rationalize getting a G.I. Joe figure in this scale because I have many other G.I. Joe figures in this scale and vehicles and things like that. I can justify spending more money on that than Ninja Turtles.
What do you guys think about the Mondo Toys 1/12 scale Ghostbusters animated figures?
They're good-looking figures for way too much money.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, $200 for one Ghostbuster and one villain, and then one intro ghost. I mean, they're only doing 2 a year, so that's $400 for the year. But you get
I love Ghostbusters the movie, and I liked that cartoon as a kid. I don't care enough about it as a franchise to spend that much money on toys for it.
yeah.
I just don't care.
If
Like,
they were $100 for the 2-pack, I'd be more likely to do it.
yeah, if they were like $50 a piece, but at $100 a piece, you're like, okay, so I'm essentially getting, because let's be honest, the Big Ghost is cool, but it's not an action figure. So I'm essentially getting one action figure and one statue, and I'm paying the same price for each of them that I would pay for a Mezco or a Mafex. No, I'm sorry, because they don't look that good. Those figures don't look as good as Mezco or Mafex do.
Yeah, they're very limited articulation. They've got single joint elbows, single joint knees.
Yeah.
They're not.
I can't justify $100 for the figure and $100 for a ghost statue.
So what you're saying is you're all in.
No, not at all. Not at all.
What I am interested in is 3 3/4 inch Ghostbusters. I got the Ecto, the O-ring figures.
Yeah. Well, that
Those
I
are
mean,
great.
and I'm also waiting. Speaking of 3 3/4 inch, I'm waiting for those Super 7 GI Joe O-ring figures. Waiting to see those start going up for sale. I'm down for that. All right, what else we got? New NECA figures. Pretty cool if you're into the NECA cartoon line. I sometimes, well, this is comic and cartoon line. These are comic. We got Comic Rat King, and I don't know who this is. Lady Shredder. I don't know.
It's Karai as Shredder.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but we got Lady Shredder. Great figures. I've got some of all the different NECA ones. So I've got some movie stuff. I've got some cartoon stuff. I've got some Archie comic stuff. I've got some Mirage comic stuff. I've got some of everything.
Karai Shredder's daughter.
Okay. So again, Lady Shredder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna call her Lady Shredder because
Yeah.
that's what she is. I'm sorry, that's what she is. Mondo Gecko, good looking figure. I don't like the long hair on the dude though. Like, that bugs me. Other than that, great looking figure. But why you put long hair on him? That's not what he looked like. Not that I remember anyway. He didn't have hair.
Probably a wig.
Well, different incarnations though.
Well, that's true. This is Archie Comics, not the. And I never read the Archie Comics stuff. And we got the Ninja Turtle wrestlers again, niche stuff. This is a throwback for those of you old enough to remember Ninja Turtles back in the early '90s when they started running out of characters. They just did the Ninja Turtles in every theme you could possibly think of, which was cool. And I did buy a lot of that stuff early on. But that's what this is, and it was cool at the time and would be cool for kids' toys like what Playmates is doing at $10 a piece. At $35 a piece, I care a whole lot less about all the little like gimmicky themed Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not at $35 a piece. Sorry. Like, just give me the original Turtles so I can buy them once and have a good collection of Turtles. I don't need wrestling Turtles. Although I guess if you're a wrestling fan and a Turtle fan, it's cool, but, you know.
I know the fingers are pointing at me about the wrestling part. It's like you said, Matt. I don't see these being really worth $30 a piece, but I think they'd be better off being $10.
I mean, I can see if you collect, the WWE stuff, like the WWE Ultimate, whatever, really nice 7-inch scale figures. Like, these would be cool to put in a display with your WWE figures.
Yes.
They would, because they're 7-inch scale Ninja Turtles done up like wrestlers. It would be a cool display. I can see people who got that going on and that's their collection. This makes perfect sense for those people. Doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah. And I mean, they did Ninja Turtles as wrestlers years ago. I think they had like Donatello, Raphael dressed as Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
No. Gentlemen, I hate to interject, but it's that time of the night. It's time for me to close up, slide down that dinosaur tail, and go home.
All right, man.
So, until next time, guys.
Later, brother.
Later. All right.
But these are pretty cool, but
they're appealing to, like, if you put them on your shelf, they're going to stand out for sure.
So I know this is from Archie Comics.
Mm-hmm.
This is, what is it, Cyborg Slash or something like that? I have the original Slash. Is this a Slash, right?
I think so.
Right? Yeah. Because I've got the original Slash. Great figure. Love that figure. The original, it's the NECA one. From the same line. It's from the comic line. I don't know this version of him, but it's a good looking figure. Yeah, I like it. Binky's Day Out. See, I don't know what that is. It looks like Slash to me. Or is it Binky? Is it someone named Binky? Somebody in the chat tell me, is this Slash with cyborg parts, or is this somebody named Binky? I don't know. I'm confused. It's Binky
It's
Slash. Ultimate Slash. There you go. And then more themed stuff with Rocksteady and Bebop again. Yeah.
Binky is a tree according to AK.
Oh, Binky's his tree. Ah, I got you. All right. Well, that's something that I didn't know before.
These look pretty funny.
They're funny, but again, and when you get it too much into the theme thing, it's like, what's the like? Okay, if your go-to thing that you collect is Ninja Turtles, then all of these things make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if I know some people who all they collect is Ninja Turtles, like their own, that is they don't collect Marvel Legends or DC stuff or anything else, right? They just collect Ninja Turtle stuff. Then all this stuff is great. If you have a varied collection like we do, you gotta be careful. The stuff you're getting is like the higher bar stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got to be the higher bar stuff. I don't need Vacation, Rocksteady, and Bebop.
I mean, they're fun. I mean, they're fun figures just to have on your display. Unless, of course, you're like one of those few that take your action figures with you when you go somewhere, then these would be perfect.
Maybe, but I don't know. But again, this is a 2-pack. It's $70. Are you going to spend $70 on Rocksteady and Bebop in vacation gear? Or are you going to spend that same $70 on 2 or 3 other Marvel Legends or GI Joe Classifieds or something that fits in better with your collection. You know what I mean?
With $70, you can get 3 Marvel Legends or 3 GI Joes.
Yeah.
So,
So
Just quick.
that's what I do like. This that Leatherhead is pretty cool.
my dog's in there.
Little update I did solo for me right now.
She's
This is the-
asleep. My pup, she's asleep.
My little one.
Jared froze.
Do I detect
There it
wearing?
Oh,
Jared, are you wearing a Foosh t-shirt?
I am because they were $3.
Okay.
And
I thought that's what it was.
oh, we know what side he's on. He's anti-Robo.
I'm also very cheap when it's offered shirts for $3 for.
I want to say it was probably less than 2 years ago when I realized Robo was not Foosh.
Yeah.
And I think I've been watching the Foosh channel since like 2014. I just thought he was Foosh. I thought that was his name.
Yep.
Because he was the face of everything. I was like,
Yep.
oh, that's Foosh.
Well, everybody thought the same thing, that he was the Foosh. And
I mean, and this is despite the fact that he would start many videos going, hey, it's me, Robo. I was still like, oh, that's Foosh.
Well, then he would end his video saying, I'll catch you on the Foosh. So you assume that he was the Foosh guy.
everybody
So-
thought he owned Foosh. And
But then you go on the website and no, it's a company. So
Let's see. Is there anything else worth talking about here? Oh, did we talk about this a couple weeks ago?
we
Or
did.
no? We did?
We
Because I know we were talking about some Chun-Li, but I
any
can't
close
remember which
pictures.
one.
They just had convention pictures.
Oh, that's right.
Well, we did talk about
Yeah, because it was her and Tits McGee and somebody else, and I don't remember the other one's name.
There's
Right.
another third-party Chun-Li went up, showed pictures up to this week too for a later game.
She got some thickum thighs. Look at that.
Skull
Darcy-
Crunchers.
Dart said the same thing. He thought Robo created Foosh.
Good looking figure, but who's going to pay? What do these things go for? They're like $100, right? These Storm collectibles, or well, the bigger figures are like 100 to 110. The smaller ones are what, 80 ish, something like that for the normal human-sized figures.
I thought this was like $80.
Yeah,
Stiff Life, we've looked at some Planet Farm stuff, but I was going to bring up a couple things we missed.
I mean, we also got the Big Bad announced they reissued some mock.
you know what? Forget it. I'm done. There's nothing else worth talking about that I actually pulled up. So, go ahead, sir.
What?
Giving you the keyboard.
You did that, right? I'm sitting here and I was paying an invoice from PayPal. Just a second.
I really do like this figure. This is Power 29, but he definitely skipped leg day. He definitely skipped leg
Well,
day.
that's how he looks. That's how he looks.
I
in-
know.
So,
I
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, I know. The classic super upper body has to be bulkier. His legs have to be skinny.
Yeah, because that's the style of the art from the animated series. So yeah, it makes sense.
I know, but it's still a cool figure. But I do agree with what you said, Matt, that they should have continued the.
Yeah, they totally should have just. I mean, it wouldn't have taken much.
It wouldn't have for sure.
These were like the Court of the Night Owls storyline. We get some figures from this. When we Amazon exclusive, we get Nightwing as red and black gear. Court of Owls like characters.
Why does Dick Grayson's head sculpt look like a young Charlie Brown? Look at his head sculpt. Looks like Charlie.
hair. You don't look like Charlie Brown.
Yeah, it looks like Charlie Brown but with hair.
Have you
Look
seen
at
Charlie
this.
Brown before?
It's round. It's like Charlie Brown.
Well, look at this one. There's no way a human head will fit in that mask.
I know. Comics.
No, it's not comics. It's Todd.
Todd.
Yeah, I read the Court of Owls storyline. Their heads were not that small.
No, they were not.
Todd always makes his characters' heads too small.
And he did the same
Which is
thing.
why his heads work really great on 112 scale stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. And he did the same thing he did with the Teen Titans Nightwing. He put red butterfly, the joints, the little joints in there, red plastic instead of black. Like he did in the other with the blue.
We get a figure that's in black light to make it look like it actually glows in the dark.
He's doing this again. He's back at it.
If it would actually glow in the dark, it would be kind of cool. As a Joker fan, like if it was actually well done, I'd buy that and put it on my shelf. It'd be cool. But that's
the
we know
pigment
how
they use is notoriously bad for not glowing in the dark.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know why, because everybody else has no problem making glow in the dark figures, but Todd won't.
Yeah, people have been doing it since the 1970s.
Yes,
But not Todd. No.
Nothing goes by Uncle Todd. Yes,
This is why I feel dirty having ordered two McFarlane toys.
Oh, but you're
I
getting,
feel dirty. My soul has been stained.
you're getting a good one. Come on, you and me both agree that manga Batman's a good figure. Come on.
Maybe, or maybe I won't admit it.
Let-
Sir.
The gold label of Jonah Hex wearing blue, which is weird.
You cannot tell me this Batman does not look great and appealing to your.
What? Shit, we lost
Poor
JB.
Batman, I don't see anything.
Dicks.
We lost JB. Anyway, what were you saying? God, JB, stop cutting it out. What are you doing? Just
For those that like the superpower stuff,
Come on.
his crowdfunding of the vehicles and characters, he lowered the price on the crowdfunding, so they fund it. Because he had like an insane amount to like going on at first, then he like changed it to more reasonable, and lo and behold, they fund it. I don't
what
think
do you know?
I don't think he actually understands how crowdfunds work. He just knows they're popular right now with other companies, so he said, "I'm going to do one too." Because the Spawn, his
Kickstarter Spawn.
Kickstarter,
Yep.
it's already in production, even though before he even like starts funding, it's like, do you know how Kickstarter work? Or,
I like your.
really,
I like.
really,
this
do you know how they work?
I like Sid for Life's comments. Like that manga was my favorite McFarlane Batman for a whole week. Then I got the Dick Grayson one.
I saw the Dick. You know what's funny? I saw the Dick Grayson one, which everybody's been like. I see people freaking out over it on some of the Facebook pages. I need to. I saw him at Walmart, right next to. He was right next to what's his face? Morgan Freeman. I didn't even know that. I thought that dude only came with the Batmobile, but I saw him at Walmart. Lucius Fox.
Well, he very much well implied that was the only way to be able to get Lucius Fox. Then he releases them generally too.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was going to get released. And then there was all of a sudden, I saw him and that great Dick Grayson Batman on the shelf at Walmart. And I was like, huh. And for a split second, I was like, man, I bet I could flip those. But I was like, I just don't want to go to the trouble to flip them.
These may be early like test shots of Heavy Duty from Classified head sculpts, which the sculpts look good. If it's Heavy Duty, it'd be cool. I like Heavy Duty. We got another G.I. Joe Classified style leak head. We get the series Frag Viper. And this is getting close to getting funded. The Brutal Realm figures. That is going to be this guy. And these look cool. I haven't backed them, but it looks like they're going to get backed. They have a lot of backing, like a
Simple little bit of
honor for like the one that you like the founders.
Just a little bit of paint to make a great Conan right there.
Oh yeah, they got some of them that actually looks like Conan. Let's see, Brutal Legends.
Oh. The fuck did JB go? Oh, there he is.
Zoom it, make my picture big, and you'll see what it is. It's not a normal McFarlane.
What happened? Oh, there he is.
It's Morgan Freeman as a Green Lantern.
Oh, I think the Morgan Freeman head saves it.
Yeah, remember I sent y'all the picture of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
they fund it. The Brutal Realm figures have funded.
Nice.
They were like a little shout out. David Bonner is actually involved in this too. From the looks of it, one of the founders of Toy Biz Marvel Legends, and these are super articulated. These are basically what Masterverse should have been. So they're more in line of like the proportions of classic He-Man, but very articulated. They're big and bulky, but they still have a great range of movement. They got blank bodies. They got characters designs too. The base are $28. Then you get the next level up, $30. So there's your Conan style. Scrolling down, then you got more deluxe figures for $36.
Okay.
But they look really cool. I like them. So there's they call it Crow Man.
Oh yeah,
He's got a crow tattoo on his chest.
that's not. That reminds me of nothing else. That sure seems like a completely original character right there.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
Sid for Life's got a comment for me. Yes, I did. Yes, we were actually talking about the Cyborg and the Red Hood and the Cycle earlier in the stream.
Some people are getting their loose collector figures from Chaos. They're not Chaos Comics.
They're getting that White Queen.
Yep, they're getting their Emma Frost, their Chaotica. I saw some people actually did a head swap with the Sharon Carter. The skin tones actually match from that 3-pack Sharon Carter. And definitely looks like Emma Frost.
I mean, honestly, all she needs is a cape.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think it comes with a cape. Yep, it comes with a cape.
Oh, see, there you go. There's Emma Frost.
Different hair pieces. Definitely classic Emma Frost.
Mm-hmm.
This is Method's second tier. The HasLab. I don't know, this thing's failing, man. It's like just doing horrible.
Oh yeah, yeah. HasLabs always just do horrible.
Especially the G.I. Joe ones. It's like,
They're all crap. They all suck.
Yes. Man, 17.
Nobody wants this crap.
No.
They only got 17 days left, and they only got 15,000 backers.
Yeah, that's just horrible. Yeah,
It's much fun to
just like that Cantina playset. That was awful.
Oh, and that $250 Transformer is just too expensive.
Oh, that's just I don't understand. You know, all these people out there. I mean, I'm a true fan, and I can tell you, $250 for 3 Transformers is just too much money. That's just no real Transformer fan would spend that much money on a figure like that. So that's a thing.
And I back this. I back the Rattler. I want one. So I love it. It's not an A10 Warthog, but it's based on an A10 Warthog.
It's an A10 Warthog. It's an A10 Warthog with some extra guns.
Yeah.
Well, and an extra engine.
They move the engines. You know, the engines are like on the wings, and they made it like a vertical.
Oh yeah.
Vertical takeoff a feature. It's got a third engine back here on the tail, which makes this one makes no sense, but these make sense. But it looks cool. And we got the Gunner. He's unlocked at 18,000. We'll get to do
Wait, what
Baroness.
Baroness is the last one, right?
She unlocks at 18,000. I don't think there's gonna be any problem getting her unlocked. You got
Yeah, not with
almost 15,000. You got
you got
17
2.5
days
weeks
left.
left. I mean, come on.
The last day, everybody's like, bam, 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 bam. That'll be when vendors will be putting their orders in too. This is coming back for another run, and this thing is awesome. This is a TransArts Masterpiece scale Beast Wars Megatron in its transmittal form. This thing is gorgeous. It even comes with gloves. It's so shiny. It is just so awesome for the price, man. It's $80,
Dude, that's not bad for fucking $80 for that
and
thing.
that thing is like this big. It's
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, dude, there are mainline fucking Transformers at Walmart that are going for $59.99 and up.
Oh,
Target's got that new what's the one Target's got the big dude that's the 3 different dragons or dinosaurs, that legacy one.
Yeah.
And he's
Magnum.
like $59-$69.
Yep. This
And that
thing,
thing's way nicer than any of those.
26 centimeters. That is 10.2 inches tall. I have to look it up in American. I don't do centimeters.
Yes, so for life, Batman. Bruce Wayne asking Green Lantern, does it come in black? Yes.
Yes.
Well, everything on Morgan Freeman comes in black.
Well, basically, yeah. I mean, look, he's wearing spandex.
But
When I
yeah,
say
this thing-
he comes in black,
I've passed on this a few times. I've regretted it every time. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go break out and get this. Because I was hoping like Hasbro would eventually do like a commander class, leader class of Transmetal Megatron. But no, they skipped and did Transmetal 2 Megatron. It's like, people want Transmetal 1 Megatron because the original figure suffers from brittle plastic. You can't transform it once it gets some age. It just crumbles. If it's in either mode, don't try to transform it. It will break. But I think I'm gonna have to get this. It's just, I love the Transmetals too. When Beast Wars, I watched Beast Wars from when it first came out. It had a little bit of slow start and got really good. Their animation picked up a little bit too, like their level. Then when the Transmetals came out, like they were shorter seasons. I wish instead of canceling on the 3rd season, they went to Beast Machines, which Beast Machines was shit. They should have kept with the original writers and kept continuing the Beast Wars story instead of doing Beast Machines.
Okay, pull up Sif for Life's comment. His last one. He's not wearing spanks, just
green banana hammock.
that's why his name is Morgan Freeman.
He's free balling it, man.
Yep.
Sentinel 1000 Toys are doing, like we've seen these before, the Hellboy figures. We got Rob Johnson, and we got Hellboy.
And it's still available too, to pre-order. But it's because the original one was $80. Then the deluxe one came up. That was $100. Now this one's over $100 and what?
This one's $5. See,
yeah, $100.
It's $5 right there.
$5. No, fortunately not. And it's not really worth an $80 because I've seen reviews of that figure. And for the reviews I've seen, it looks more like a $20 action figure than an $80 action figure.
It's $5. See?
$5, put down $5, get it, yeah. Because
it's pretty cool. If you're a fan of the Hellboy comic, it's
yeah,
fun.
but it's got like a rubbery torso and all that, and it's more like a $20 action figure. It's not worth the $100-something they're charging for it.
I don't know what they're charged for. It says price unknown.
On HobbyLink Japan, they've got it priced for $149, and then Big Bad's got it for $155.
See. There's those Joy Toy figures again. Those things are just so nice. Oh, and we got the Wukong. Myth of the Wukong.
Mm.
And that's apparently one of the most popular games out right now, like sold over 10 million copies already.
I don't even know what game that is. What game is that?
Myth of the Black Wukong, or I think is what it's called.
That sounds like
Black,
a stupid
Black
name.
Myth Wukong. Monkey King. The fake game reviewers are giving it a hard time because it lacks diversity because it's a Chinese game and it has Chinese characters in it.
Oh no, that's so offensive to no one ever.
So they're giving it bad scores because it lacks diversity, because it's a game based on Chinese mythology.
You know what offends me? It offends me when I play Madden every year and all the characters are black, because that's just not diverse enough. Where are all the white running backs? Okay, let's bring some diversity to the NFL and the NBA. How about that? Oh wait, no, that would be retarded.
Let's see. What else? Oh, we missed this. I was going to mention this last week. The Frazetta Girls company, they're doing like a Norseman, which looks really cool. They're doing Conan as well, if I remember correctly.
You know what I want to see somebody do? And I don't know, I mean, because I think at the time when these were all coming out, and they're probably all owned by different people, but do you remember, I'm sure you do, Jared, you don't, JB, because you're a fetus, but back in the 80s, the company Remco was doing basically, I mean, they were doing knockoffs of everything, except the difference was the knockoffs they were doing weren't knockoffs. They would go around and buy the rights to make toys of, you know, IP that was similar to another IP that was really popular. For instance, they were making like Warlord figures, which Warlord was a DC comic, and it was very Conan / He-Man-esque. And they were fantastic figures. And they did one they did that I liked a lot, I remember, was Crusaders. It was a superhero team that eventually DC bought, but at the time, in the 80s, when they were making the action figures, it was owned by what was the name of that comic book company? I can't remember, but it was just a superhero team. It had like the Fly and the Shield and all these characters. I would love to see somebody get a hold of the things Remco was doing, which are like these second tier, almost knockoff-esque type characters, and do some modern stuff with them, you know?
Well,
because I loved those toys. Those were the ones you bought because they were cheaper. They were at like the 5 and dime store. Like down here, we had Emmy Moses and some of those kinds of places. And you would buy them when you didn't have enough money for like a He-Man or a G.I. Joe or whatever. You'd buy the Remco version of whatever that was. Impact Comics was the 90s. That's when DC bought them and then created a separate imprint, which was Impact Comics. But before then, in the 70s and 80s, Crusaders was owned by a different comic company. Those characters were owned by a different comic company. I can't remember what the name of them were back when Remco was doing the figures. But they were just some cool characters. I had a bunch of those Warlord and you know, those different like characters that at the time I'd never heard of. I didn't read Warlord comics from DC. I didn't know who that dude was, but I knew he looked like He-Man.
I liked with I think it's called the Protectors, and Malibu Comics, before they did the Ultraverse stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they had a superhero group of basically consisted of public domain characters. They've been around for a long time, and they just did like a team of characters with a few of those public domain characters. And it'd be like really cool if somebody's like doing more figures of public domain characters and stuff like that.
Yeah. It was like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, right? Great concept where you take characters, literary characters that you can use because the rights are whatever. What do you call it when anybody can use them? I'm blanking on the term, but anyway,
Public domain.
Public domain. Thank you. You just said that, and I already forgot it.
Like 10 times.
And making exactly. See, but like that was what League of Extraordinary Gentlemen did, right? Which they take these characters that are all public domain and put them on basically a superhero team, and it was awesome. It was a great comic, and I love the movie too. But doing something like that, there's got to be so many great characters, and I'm not even talking about for comics, but just to do some really, really cool figures, right? Like, because a lot of these comics have been tried and failed. Again, DC's experiment with Impact Comics in the '90s and stuff like that. But as action figures, it might work well.
You know what this reminds me of? Yeah, it's got to remind you of the same thing.
Rune.
It reminds me of Evil Ash from.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at the purplish skin. I was kind of like, that's kind of Rune-esque, except he has a nose. Yeah, he does. Yeah, with the head, he does look like Evil Ash. That is cool.
I'm not flipping you off. I have no idea what these are from. Memory Toys, Shaman, Necro Warlock deluxe version. I guess you can make it look like either version. And
almost looks like an evil Joker, like a fantasy Joker too, in a way. That one picture, that was very Joker-esque.
It does. It's like put Joker in like a
fantasy setting,
like medieval setting type thing.
Yeah.
What page is this on?
This is on Mama's Bee's Instagram.
How much is that going for?
$5.
$5. You. What's it called?
No, they don't have the price known yet.
They don't? Does it say how tall it is?
It's unknown.
It don't say? Well,
yep.
Might be 7 inches tall, maybe. Because I might consider getting it myself. Cool looking figure.
See if I can find someone else got it listed now for actual price. Don't know.
Okay.
It is a price, and you can buy it for money.
Yeah.
They will sell it to you for money.
Yes.
See, if this was on 5K Toys, they would have already had the information, like, here's how much it costs, and so and so.
Well, then go to 5K then.
I was just making a point.
Well, here's 1/10 scale, and it's $82.99.
Sheesh.
And it comes with like a lot of dildos or something other.
Apparently.
They're blurring out pictures.
Like World of Warcraft.
Even kind of like marketing companies don't understand when you blur those pictures out. People automatically assume it's perverse.
Yep.
Let's see if they're locked out here. This one's 24 inches. 24 centimeters.
Whoa! I was about to say, damn. You're gonna have that dude fighting with your giant man whenever they drop that HasLab.
9.44 inches tall. So, I don't know if that's from head to toe or head to wings. but it looks cool. That looks so wrong.
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out what that is. That looks like the wings.
If I
It's the wings, and that's the
and then
thing.
I don't know, just a bare lower torso with a dong hanging out. Like, what is that? Why are you blurring it?
I guarantee you, if I bring my wife in here and she sees that picture, she's gonna assume it's something naughty. That's why they got it blurred out automatically.
You know, I'm just saying, we got the figure from Loose Collector with the swappable tits. So at some point, somebody's got to do a figure with a swappable dong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's going to happen.
There
There are enough perverts out there.
double
going to happen.
blade weapons, and it's that's the actual character's name that they're like. It's a licensed IP they didn't get the license for, so they're blurring stuff out.
Okay.
Is double blade? What did they turn them into double dildos? Like,
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
I mean, it's like what we said. Collectors are what's keeping the toy market going today. Kids aren't really buying nothing.
Well, there's the blades.
Yeah.
It's like they
This-
blurred it out in one picture and they show it in another picture.
It doesn't make sense. Now that would be something that Spawn would be a part of. That what we were looking at. That should be that you can put that with your Spawn figures.
This
That
is the same company doing that Megatron. Transmetal to Black right again, the same scale. The price on these TransArts figures are so good. It's like $70, and you got very detailed action.
so you're
figures.
saying she's trans?
Yes. She can turn into from a Maximal to a Predacon to a Maximal. At
Just
will.
depends on her mood. She can.
It
Yeah.
looks like a set of balls, but
Yeah,
with
I feel like a maximal.
looks like a set of balls with arms.
Today I feel like a Predacon.
Oh, and I saw. Where was? I saw Zoids earlier. Did I pass them up? Were they on? One must be.
Maybe it's on their story.
Anyway, this is the new third-party Chun-Li, and you get swappable torsos. You can looks for different later game. What's that? Street Fighter Alpha when she had this look.
I think so. I
don't
think
know.
so.
So, you get more Golden Age toys, Samurai Beast, Bonehorn, Troop Assault. That's a lot of words. This is very tempting here. This thing looks badass. It's in stock now and shipping.
I forget what game's he from. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
We were talking about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah. It was still a pre-order back then. Now it's shipping. And that looks so cool. It's like it
Thank
is.
you. Thank you, Jen. Darksiders. Yeah. There we go.
He looks badass.
Darksiders. Isn't that the game where you ride around on the horse half the time and
No
fight
clue.
giants? Or am I thinking of something else? I might be thinking of something else. I don't know.
I like Reapers, and this thing looks cool to me. I don't have no connection to the game, other than it's a cool looking character.
Hey, a cool toy is a cool toy.
There's another picture of the Chun-Li.
Hey,
You can
and Ro-
flip your
and
top
Ro-
off.
Quoted to say,
Oh, naked.
yeah.
Hey.
And,
Nudie.
and Robo has been quoted to say sometimes
That's
he buys a toy.
I'm just saying, Loose Collector does tits better.
Yeah. And Robo has been quoted to say sometimes when he picks a toy, he does know the character is, but sometimes it'll get him interested in what the material is for that said toy. So,
Where's the Zoids? I saw the Zoids earlier. Here's Zoids. We get to.
You mean badass Power Rangers?
Why they haven't done like a there's two crossovers, and I've not understood. They have not done Power Rangers Zoid crossover and a Transformers Zoid crossover. Both seem like, especially now that Toei and Takara are the same company, why they've never done a crossover between two of their most popular brands. It makes no sense. They could do like a Predator and make them all Zoids. But no. Zoids is one of those properties that's been around for a long time, too. I remember you used to buy those kits when you were little, and like they were like model kits, you put them together.
Mm-hmm.
What are you hunting for? I was like 5 when they come out, and you're like, you remember that, JB?
By the way,
born yet.
Yeah. By the way, Matt, where did you rank this Spider-Man 2099 figure from last year? I can't remember. What did you rank it?
Was it? I don't know if it was even. Was it in my top 10?
I was talking about your figure ranking of 2023 last year. As I was asking.
Well, I know, but I don't remember. Was that one in my top 10? I don't remember if it was or not.
I can't remember. That's what I was asking you. Like, did you rank
Well,
it?
the way you posed the question assumes that it was in my top 10.
No. You didn't put it in your top 10. It was part of your figures of 2023, like all the Marvel Legends that came out that year.
Oh, that long ass 45-minute video that nobody watched. Because why would you want to watch a 45-minute video? I don't remember where I put it. I think I put it in whatever the middle was. Like solid, I think is what it was. It was I considered it a solid figure.
Well, I know
not like a must-have, but a solid figure.
This
where'd you rank
pictures of the MDX side swap, which I like these designs. I wish they could have done more like stuff like this for the movies. It's not as simple as the cartoons, but more detailed, more realistic. I think these would have translated just fine for the big screen, but all the Defenders and the Bayverse, you want boxes for Transformers to be on the big screen? No, I just want them to look like the characters and not look like scrapyards walking around.
Didn't you rank Thor and Destroyer Sods, or did you say give a pass?
You could do realistic looking
the Thor Destroyer pack.
I think I rated that as solid. Like, I didn't put it as must-have or great. I think it was like solid.
So you didn't have it until next week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say I wouldn't get it. I just said it wasn't like a must-have item.
Well, it's not classic Thor. I mean, probably if it was classic Thor and the Destroyer's plastic was more like metallic, I think it would have been.
Is it?
Higher.
Y'all both got that one. The flesh color on the side of the torso is painted, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
good.
the same torso, they just painted the sides.
Because I'm gonna take that off. So I wanted to. I don't like those. I don't like that look anyway for Thor. I wanted to look like
it's Eric Masterson, so
I know, but I don't care.
The paint doesn't even match the skin tone doesn't even match the skin tone of his arms and heads and neck. So I'd just probably take mine off too.
Yeah,
you pick up some Transformers.
I mean, honestly, the reason to get that 2-pack is for the Destroyer, not the Thor.
Well, I got it because I don't have Thor. This is my first comic book Thor.
You don't have a Thor, period? Oh, hold on.
I got 1 or 2 MCU Thors, but that's about it.
No,
Plus, I think Thor looks cool with a beard. So,
Geek had to step away. Remember, he's got 10, I think it's going about 10, 15 minutes.
yes.
This is the gunner for the Cobra Rattler. He is funded. It's really cool. You can change out the look of the character. You got replaceable neck and head.
Oh no, is it a McFarlane thing where the neck and the head's connected? Oh no.
I don't. Hopefully they wouldn't do that. Hasbro has done that though. Well, let's just swap them on neck and head piece, or just
Okay.
pieces.
Because from the render, it looks like the head and the neck are one piece, like Todd's been doing. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jared. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you sure you did. Yeah. You did it on purpose.
I'm apologizing. Come on now. Try to be nice. I mean, you got me something, so I'm trying to be nice to you.
Trying to be nice to me. I see how it is.
You want to see somebody who struggles to be nice? Talk to my brother, the worst one.
Diamond Slick's got some statues coming out. The Silver Surfer looks good.
Very nice. Got them cheeks going on.
You got some.
Got
He's
them
like-
cheeks.
He should quote Bender. He's like, "Bite my shiny middle ass."
Good one.
Some Lord of the Rings statues. Wrestling statues.
Don't care much for AEW stuff anymore. I haven't bought a wrestling figure since that Roman Reigns, and that's been a while back. Because wrestling figures are fun for a while, but then when you say, "Oh, it's the same person," why
Well,
is
it's sort of-
it may
not
not
the-
totally accurate? Oh, we'll get
They're planning on doing a female Silver Surfer.
We'll get there, folks. We're going to get there to a female Silver Surfer, which there has been one in the comics. If
Well, no, they cast in the movie coming out. It's going to be a female surfer.
No, has there been a female Silver Surfer in the comics?
They have in alternate universes,
Okay. I could have swore there might have been a female Silver Surfer.
but it's very obscure. It's weird why they would do that in the movie.
Yeah.
But this went up for pre-order this week. The Bushwhacker vs. Punisher 2-pack. And I have no connection to the Bushwhacker. I'll use it for custom fodder. But Punisher looks nice. It looks a lot like my custom already made, but it's a new body. This is not on the Grim Reaper mold. This is all new mold. Looks like this is what's going to be replacing the Grim Reaper. Hopefully.
It looks good. Now, if it
They
did have,
need to get rid of the Grim Reaper because it's not a good mold.
it's not.
Every time you put the shoulders up vertically like this,
Mm-hmm.
there's not enough clearance up top, and it just chews the shoulders up.
Yep. It's a good body. It's a good plain Jane body. It'll definitely be used. I mean, if you really want to go
It's a good bigger body that's more articulated. It's more articulated than the Vulcan body.
Yep.
Dazzler was a hero of the Galactus in one of the one-hit books. It was a good read.
Okay. I will say this: if you really want to make him pop more, you could put white gloves and white boots on him, and that would make
they'll probably do another one. And
it will, but it'll match like the bandana. And
which I was like kind of really surprised because as much as Marvel hates Frank Castle Punisher now, it's probably they'll allow them to do this.
It sucks they do hate Punisher because Punisher's a great character.
Yeah. He sacrifices more than any other character.
Yeah, he does. He sells.
The build and look of the body is great.
It is.
I'm looking forward to like them releasing this not in a 2-pack where we can get more of these.
What'd you pre-order yours on?
Amazon.
I did Amazon too, and BBTS just in case. Because sometimes Amazon has a habit of canceling orders lately. So
But it is really the build of it looks very similar to my custom. Just on the new body.
You got your custom with you, or are you upstairs?
I'm upstairs. I don't have my laptop I used to have downstairs. It was a work laptop, and I had to turn it in for the new computer.
Okay.
It was an old work computer. It's like 2012.
Oh. Okay.
It worked fine. They just don't want me to turn it in. But this is what pisses me off with the thing. They gave him interchangeable pieces to give us blaster effects. It's why they couldn't do that with Random. Random, who's got that permanent like 3 cannon arm.
Yeah.
The Random figure just sucks. It's on too small. It's on like the modern Hercules body.
Yep.
And too small for Random. Random's a big dude. Random should have been either on a Warpath or a Age Apocalypse Sabretooth.
I think Age Apocalypse Sabretooth would have been a better build for it.
This Random was huge.
Yes. Yep. They should have, if they're going to give Bushwhacker here interchangeable parts, they should have gave Punisher the same treatment. Like give us alternate cuffs and hands so we can give him his white gloves, to give him his white boots. We can change it out. If we want to be more stealthy, give him these. If we wanted to be more classic, give us the white. Yeah, I think the Sabretooth Buck would be a lot better. But see that image right there, the one where he's standing up straight. That looks more of that.
This looks like what they based him off of.
Yeah.
That's the figure.
Yeah. But the one where he's standing up straight, that white background, I mean, that looks more like a Hulk mold. That one, yeah. Like that looks like a Hulk mold would fit better for that.
Random was. Look how much bigger Random is between the normal human right here.
I know.
So if they find the worst picture to use a reference to do their figures, they don't. They take like 5 minutes, like to search. Then they go, well, we're using that as the basis of the figure.
Yep. But hey, what can you do? If they had actual fans who cared about the characters and the source material, we get much more better, accurate figures on ourselves.
Oh, that's cool. Sif Life said Entertainment Earth canceled a pre-order that he'd forgotten to cancel himself, and since they canceled it, they gave him $10 store credit.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. But yeah, also Big Bad put back up for pre-order for resale of some Mafexes. I think I sent that to you all. I think.
You already did.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
Yep. Which, everybody, if you're going to get a Hush Batman, you might as well get it for that price, because I got the first reissue and I paid over $100. So for $80, you can't go wrong with a Batman like that.
We're getting Storm collectibles, more Baki figures.
Mm-hmm. And it comes out next year, so y'all have plenty of time to save up your money.
And if you don't want to do the Brutal Realm on their Kickstarter, you can actually get them at Big Bad Toy Store too.
Yeah.
They're a little more expensive. Instead of $36, they're $39. But
Sid for Life said he might have missed it, but he pre-ordered the Mezco Nightwing. That's great. It's a good figure too.
But, yeah, I'll use this for custom fodder. Because I have no connection to the character. I don't care if
I mean, if you were able to clean up his face, that could be a pretty good. Either if you get another head, that could be a good Eddie Brock body, right there. Like that would if you give him if you make it black and give him some biker.
Sleeve, if you had like a regular face on here, not scarred up,
yes,
the head even works as Eddie Brock.
It would. Or I was actually thinking of another one with that hair, Flash Thompson.
Yep.
Because he's had the buzz cut, some iterations. He's had that buzz cut before, so I mean that would work as a Flash Thompson too. But I think it would look better as an Eddie Brock.
From the waist down, it's and it is the Netflix Luke Cage Rider Series Punisher. The Rider Series Punisher arms looks like.
Yeah.
It's an all new torso, a new head. The belt is actually part of the upper torso, and some of the picture you can see it twist.
Yeah.
There, you can see the belt is actually part of the upper torso.
Yeah. Sid for Life said, "My fist breaking your teeth. That's the accident." Boom Flash Thompson. Good old
Well,
Flash.
That is about all I got to talk about. That's all I got to talk about.
Like we were talking about last week, all toy companies blew their loads at San Diego Comic-Con, so toy news just been sort of slow.
And if you would like to continue the chat, you've got Discords for Collector Express
Mm-hmm.
and Toy Tubers.
We've got chats, people, for y'all to join. Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome to join either one of those Discords.
And I don't think we're doing a geek stream, a geek chat tomorrow night. When was the last one we did? Was it Deadpool Wolverine?
Probably.
I think that was
We
the
haven't
last.
had one in 2 weeks, so.
Yeah. But yeah, congratulations on getting your death's head, Jared. Now I'm just waiting to get in line if I can.
The link to my Discord is down below in like my link tree and the description.
Mm-hmm.
If you're depending on which, you're on Geek Fusion. Let's see. Stop screen. I will get you the links to the Discords.
Mm-hmm. The background's gone. Itch.
What do you mean my background's gone?
The background behind us. The background.
It's still working for me.
Oh, is it? It's pitch black for me.
So you're on a phone.
Is that everything? Really? We gone through everything?
We've gone through all the toy news. I'm going to get the Discord links and I'm going to put it in the chat.
Okay. I'll see. Is there any questions here? Anybody got any questions they want to ask either any of us? Zip for Life, anybody got a question they want to ask?
And how long has like the affair with you and Plastic Man been going on?
He's on the shelf right now with Morgan Freeman, so. He said, I just got the Toy Tubers link. I just need yours. Has any of you played the Wukong game? I have not. I've heard about it, but
I have not. I've heard it's. I haven't heard anything about the gameplay, but it's selling like gangbusters right now. I think the best advertisement for right now when these fake game journalists that go after a game, it's like that must be a good game.
Zip for Life, you got the comment of the night, brother. Where do baby plastic men come from? Best comment of the night. You win the gold star, man. I don't know where they come from.
They got that. There's a Wukong coming out. Let's see. 5K. Still got 5K's actual website. We're just looking.
Aku's got a comment. He said, best toy video game like Micro Machines, Lego, or Toy Soldiers.
I'm not sure.
Probably Lego or Toy Soldiers.
Wow.
Because my brothers and I, we played Lego.
I haven't played any of those, so I can't really say.
Well, they made multiple Lego games. Remember, we played the original Lego Batman years ago. We were growing up. We played that along with some Kingdom Hearts 2, I think.
There's that unofficial Orochimaru. $50, that's not bad.
You got a comment for you, Jared.
You got any updates on the 5K Kingdoms that comes from it? I have not. I've been watching for it. I got it pre-ordered. I pre-ordered the Captain Marvel as well to go with it. And they both look great, and I need to pre-order that National Defender, the unofficial
based on
Dark Knight Returns Superman.
How is it the 5K Toys only has one Mafex and no others?
I don't know.
Like they've only got the Joker Mayfex, and that's still there.
I've been tempted to these. These look cool. These.
I've heard the Zeus is a really good figure, and it works for like the Four Horsemen stuff too.
But you can incorporate it too, and like Marvel stuff, and Zeus
Yeah.
is like a character in Marvel.
Like put him with Thor or something, or Odin.
That's interesting. Oh, I saw these. These look really cool. You get the weapons and gun splatter effects, and muzzle flashes. You can actually do like getting shot and slashed.
Yep. Alpha said Russell Crowe's Zeus from the Zeus figure.
This is actually $37.99 plus shipping.
Well, that ain't bad for a lot of effect parts and weapons. Not bad.
That's a lot of gear for that price.
Yep. People go crazy with photography with that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like the Slash one, especially with your Wolverine figures. Woo!
Yeah, that looks like it's meant for Wolverine. That 3 slash.
Yeah.
I might have to order that. Well, there's that guy.
Mm-hmm.
$100 plus shipping total price.
Okay.
There's the National Defender.
$20, man. $20.
I know that's a good deal. It's $92 plus shipping.
Yeah.
For those wondering.
Which it's going to be a great figure, and I know it's an unofficial licensed Superman figure, but really, if you're going to do that, it should have come with. Especially if you're going to charge like $90-something, you really should have at least included maybe another interchangeable hands or something. Like, how many set of hands does it come with?
The Superman?
Yeah, how many sets of hands does it come with?
Let's see.
Click.
2.
Say 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a thumbs up hand right there. I
Well, he
think.
comes with an extra one that grips the arrow.
To grip the arrow. I mean, he could have come with another head, like a smiling head or something, at least.
Where they're doing the Dark Knight Returns, it's more fitting, I guess, to have it more stern.
I know, but
It would have been nice to have it. I agree with you. It would have been nice to
because
have a
it's like
smiling head.
it's like the Hush Superman, the Mayfex one. That one would have been so much better if it came with a smiling head. Then it would have been absolutely a perfect. I mean, it's a great Superman figure.
Oh, there's you some feet.
The feet. Everybody loves their feet.
There's the Kingdom Come. What we're looking at.
Alpha's got another question for Jared.
Okay. Are the production of the figures confirmed, or do they have start production once they get enough deposits? They're confirmed.
You're just putting down a deposit till they come out, till they hit.
Yeah, it's the deposits are like for smaller companies. So if you like Big Bad Toy Store, if you cancel pre-order on the internet, they don't really care. They're big enough; it don't matter. These smaller companies, they order these expensive import figures. You cancel them, it puts a little more of a hurting on them.
Yeah. I mean, that's still a great Superman.
Yep.
But I'm gonna be honest. I like the Captain Marvel a lot better.
These are actually licensed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they don't have their faces blurred out and stuff.
Yep. And they're calling him Shazam.
He wasn't Shazam in the story. He was Captain Marvel.
They're only calling him Captain Marvel because of Brie Larson, so that's why they call him Shazam. They're going by the movie.
No. That was a different thing. That Brie Larson had nothing to do with that. when they did the New 52 reboot, they made a deal with Marvel and just let Marvel use the name.
Yeah.
Shazam.
But it's so stupid calling it Shazam because that's what he says to change back and forth. So it's like, why would you name him after the thing that transforms him? It's like, come on. But it's still a great looking figure. Both of them are.
Yep.
Yep, the Superman figures are jacked. They hit gym day. Definitely hit the gym.
The National Defenders even more so.
Oh yeah, he's on that juice.
He dipped into a solar white dwarf.
Yep.
White dwarf actually supercharges Superman.
Yep. I was gonna say he flew too close to the sun.
Alrighty, I think that's going to call it a night.
Yeah, man ain't gonna be back anytime soon.
Yep. And I got to work on a project for work.
What project you working on?
I don't want the one I can't talk about on the stream.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Couldn't have asked.
But anyway, everyone in the chat, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. It's always great getting to talk about the geeky stuff and hanging out with everybody. And we may or may not have a geek chat tomorrow night on Geek Fusion. I don't know.
We don't know. We just follow what Matt over here says. So,
Well, I show up when I show up.
yeah, that's what we do. We show up when we show up.
But anyway, y'all have a good night, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Later, everybody.
Ninja vanish.